What's up, y'all? It's your girl Stephanie, and today I have the very first episode of The Good, The Bad, and The Trendy of 2019. I know I've taken a long hiatus with this series, but like I said in the previous episode, I just want to come out with episodes of Good, Bad, Trendy when there are products that I really want to show y'all. So, in today's video, we have a couple new products from Fenty Beauty. First off, we have their brand new Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Concealer. And I also will be showing y'all their brand new Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Setting Powder. I have two colors in this one. And this powder can be used for baking as well as setting. And this will not be a first impression. I've tried this product out, both of these products out, a handful of times now. I just had to try it out right when I got the package in. Because I've already tested these out, I have a little bit more insight on the longevity, how it wears, all that good stuff. So I've already gone ahead and primed my face, primed my eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and first off use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. My color in both the foundation as well as the concealer is in 190. So let me just put this on real fast. Honestly, I just do a really thin layer of foundation on my face. I let the concealer do most of the work. So I'm gonna do this. And this is the Fenty Beauty sponge that I have wetted. Brought y'all in a little bit closer. Very, very light layer of foundation. I just like to have it as just like a nice layer to block that oil from seeping through. Did conceal just a bit. I have this really painful pimple on my chin right now, and my nose is having a little bit of issues. So we will try and cover that all up with the concealer. I found that 190 is my color. I got a variety of different colors, but this one seems to be the best one for me. So I'm just gonna go ahead, place it under the eyes, and with this foundation, or sorry, this concealer, you have to work pretty quickly. So let me just do that first, because it does dry down and it can get caught a little bit in some of the crevices. So I'm just gonna work quickly to blend that out, but it just blends really, really fast. Okay, there's my eyes done. Now I'm gonna work my way on my nose and on this blemish down here. I'm just gonna spread a little bit more like that. That's pretty much where I'm trying to conceal. I feel like the texture of this concealer is kind of like in between the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer and the Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, the Born This Way, because the Born This Way is like super, super thick, opaque, full coverage, and the NARS is more like an everyday one for me, and this is kind of like in between. Sometimes the Born This Way is a little bit too much for me if I'm just trying to use it on a daily basis. I have really been enjoying the results of this concealer since I started using it. And like I said, I've used it a handful of times now. I've gone out with it and I feel like it's worn really, really nicely. So that's why I was excited to show this to y'all. There, that's pretty much it in terms of foundation and concealer for me. So now I'm gonna go ahead and bake. I bake every single time I do my makeup. It just really sets everything and helps my skin from getting super oily throughout the day. So the powder that I'm gonna use to bake is their powder in Banana. This is a nice yellowy sheer powder. So you wanna be careful when you dip your sponge into it because it is really fluffy. So the first time I did it, I didn't realize that it's so light that I pushed a lot of the powder out of the container. So it is very finely milled, very fluffy. I probably just grabbed way too much. Yeah. Oh, this powder I found is probably next to Laura Mercier. It's in my top two now, next to Laura Mercier. You know, I just started using it. I've only used it a handful of times, but I really like how it bakes. It's just the right texture. So as you can see, I have a very nice thin but visible layer of this powder pretty much all over my face. I like to keep it on for 4 or 5 minutes. So during that time, I'll do my brows or my eyes, and then I'll make sure to wipe it off. I just don't like to keep the bake on for too long because it can start to look a little bit cakey. So I'm gonna go ahead, do my brows and my eyes, and I will be right back. Okay, it's been like 5 minutes, but I like to wipe off the powder before I put on the mascara, or else there's a bunch of powder stuck to my wet lashes. So I'm gonna go ahead and just wipe away the bake here with just like a small fluffy brush. And I also received this other color, Cashew, which is one shade, I believe, darker than Banana. And I've also been using this one to set, so maybe I'll use a little bit of this one right now, just to add a little bit more color to my face, because I feel like my face is a bit paler than the rest of my body right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab a like flat top brush. This one is from Il Maquillage. Let's open up. I have this amount of powder in the lid, and I'm just going to kind of lightly dust it all over. I'm gonna go ahead now and put on my mascara. I'm just gonna also put on my bronzer and my blush and highlight, and I'll be back. Okay, here we are. Makeup is complete. You might have already guessed it, but I got Trophy Wife on the eyes. So in terms of the concealer for my skin type, I've really been enjoying it. Like I said, I feel like you do have to work quickly with it, and if you want to add more, I think thin layers of this is better than trying to like put a bunch on at once. It does layer well. I just feel like throughout the day, it wears really beautifully. The powder bakes so perfectly. I really love it. I think it might be replacing Laura Mercier translucent powder for me, because I just really like how the skin looks after I bake. This combo is wonderful. This combo with all 3 products is even more wonderful. So if you're looking into trying out the Fenty concealer as well as powder, I would say go for it. I really do like it. Oh man, I am so rusty. I forgot to say my thing. Okay, I think that these Fenty products are good. I really am so rusty. That's crazy. I haven't done a straight to camera talking makeup video in a while. It's been a hot minute, but I got some cool videos coming up for y'all. If you enjoyed watching this video and you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe below. Come join the sisterhood. No matter your true pronoun or gender identity, come join the family. All right, I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.